dicks coming out all over your nose, you got to fix the issue. If the dicks go any further in your nose, you're fucked. You simply are fucked. You gotta get them dicks out of your nose and into your mouth. It's how it works, it's always worked. You need to just stop doing it, because the more and more you shove the dick in your nose, the more and more it's gonna hurt. And see, that's not the real problem. The real problem seems to be that when you shove the dick in your nose, you don't always realize the pain. It hurts, but you don't realize the real pain of it. See, the problem, it seems, is that when the real niggas shove a dick in your nose, you don't understand the full force, of their nose, essentially. But then you realize, after proper training and over of this exaggerated idioms and the culture of nose fucking, you understand the very intricate and finite details. But here's the problem. When they come into the catacombs, when they actually see you doing what you're doing, you lose grasp on reality, and this is the problem. They don't realize that you have not understood what is really going on here. But when you do, it's almost too late. It's almost like the real niggas from the hood don't understand that the hood is actually from the streets. There is a very finite and fine line between these two dichotomies. And we understand here that this is not a problem, not a issue that we can tackle in 1 or 2 days. This is an epidemic, as Boris Johnson said on the Daily News 4 days ago, when he was over my house for tea and crumpets while I blew his sister. We can understand here that this is not a problem solved in 1 day. We understand here this is a very complex issue with complex people behind it and a driving force. But what we don't understand is how many monkeys are in the streets. Can monkeys really understand this issue? Can we tackle it together as a group? But what we don't understand is the level of the monkeys. This is the primary concern for all the monkeys. Here is the problem. How many monkeys do you know on average per day? Maybe 4. This is the issue. All 4 of those monkeys don't understand how complex the issue is, and the monkeys only seek automatic fulfillment from the clowns. This is where it gets tricky. Monkeys then understand only 2% of what is told to them from the Daily Prophet. We don't understand what or when these monkeys understand what they are understanding. We then go to the core of the issue. And here we have Fatal Ferocity, our most prestigious faculty member, 50 years in the service, 60 years jerking off his dad. One of the most insane conquests that you can imagine. He's here today, his own precious time, after spending 400 hours in London, being shagged by a prostitute with STDs, but a very attractive one at that. I saw his Snapchat pictures, and they were phenomenal. But he's here today, and you understand that this is the moment where we hear the truth from an expert who knows about it, who's been there, who's seen there, who's fucked there, who's jerked off there, who's eaten there, who's drank there, done every possible human action that you can do there. This is him, Mr. Zini. Welcome him today. Woo! Woo! What? Alright, it's just grinding, wasn't it? I like talking to myself for like a long ass time, it's getting kind of whack. Been talking to myself for way too long.
Signal scan ahead.